Hi everyone, this is Erica. So I'm here in beautiful Kona and I just wanted to talk to everybody for a few minutes about real estate because everyone knows that's my favorite thing in the world to talk about. Even when I'm on vacation, I can't stop. So a lot of people ask me, what are some common closing costs that I'm going to have to pay for? What are some things during escrow I'll be required to pay for and things like that? So one of the first things you do once you get an accepted contract is you get a home inspection. A home inspection is usually about $400 to $600 depending on the size of the house. Most often it's about $450. You have to pay for that at the time that you get it. And then if you don't like the house, within your J1 contingency period, you can say, I don't want the house, you get out, you get your earnest money back and you move on. So that's the first hurdle and the first thing that you should expect to pay for. That is also not refundable because even if you don't buy the house, the inspector already did his job. But at least you didn't spend $600,000 on a house that you don't want or that has serious issues. So another cost that you might have to think about is your earnest money. So the very first thing you do when you get an accepted contract is you put in some money. So it can vary, but typically with my VA clients, we do about $1,000 earnest money and things like that. That goes towards closing costs, or you can get it back. It just depends on what you want to do with it at the end of the term. At the end of closing, excuse me. Then if you get the money back, it can go towards closing costs. You can use it for repairs. You can do whatever you want with the money. It's kind of up to you and your lender. But that's the very first thing that you do. So once you get towards the end of the contract, you've already gone through the home inspection, you've reviewed the condo documents, you reviewed the seller's disclosure, there's no issues with the house, you have the money to buy it and you want to close and move forward. You come to the table. In Hawaii, it's a 4-day process. Day 1, you sign. Day 2, the lender funds. Day 3, we all go to the beach. Just kidding. But the money has to sit for 48 hours. Then step 4 is you record and you get the keys on the day of recordation. So it's not like the mainland where you close and sign your papers and you get the keys right then. It's a little bit different of a process. So at the table, when you sign all your papers, it's like 30 papers, 50 papers, depends on your lender and your writers and things like that, but I'll get into that in another vlog. So you go to the table, they'll tell you what your estimated closing costs are going to be. If you live in a condo, you're going to have to pay not only a portion of the prorated portion of the escrow fees and the title fees and the title insurance and the taxes. There's all these things that you have to pay your portion of, but you'll also have to pay a portion of the maintenance fees. Like I said, it is prorated, but they'll tell you how much it is. Seller's credits will come off if the seller did give you any credits and things like that. Lender credits come off. If the buyer's agent, if your agent gives you any credits, then those will come off at that time also. So then that's basically how it works to get into contract, and those are the expenses you should expect to pay during escrow. You'll have a $650, if you're a VA client, you'll have a $650 appraisal fee. Your lender could cover that. Just depends on your lender and what your deal is with them. But if not, then it usually comes out of your closing costs. Also from my VA buyers, if you're not at least 10% disabled by the VA, you have to pay a funding fee. Funding fee is 2.15% of the purchase price for your first home, 3.3% for subsequent purchases unless you have a down payment. Once again, that's a whole other vlog. But that's just to give you an idea of what you'll be paying. Typically that gets tacked onto the loan, but you can pay it up front if you like. So I'm planning on doing this from time to time. If you have people that have questions, by all means, send them my way. I'm Erica with Realty by the Sea, once again in Kona. Thank you for listening.